going on? Welcome back to Be My Guest Show. It's another week and another episode, man. Each and every time, give thanks. As you can notice, obviously there's a change of formation right now, so I'm going to pass it on to my man JK. What are you telling me?
Yeah, so as you can see, GK's out with an injury. He's out for There's a bit of a change in formation, so I'm leading the intro today. 4-3-3. We're going with 4-2-3-1. One striker, you know. I'm joking. Alright, cool. Alright, it's Big Jono.
Yes, Randy Rand.
I'm Unique.
And we got 3 hitters at the back. We got
Rena Mimi.
Nivy Nivs. What's the crack, Bella Lee?
Oh.
And this is
Be My Guest.
Oh, wait, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a little intruder right next to you
Intruder.
right there. There's an intruder. Who's that?
Who's this imposter among us?
Man, you drew
Who's
the
this
levels.
imposter?
You had to be there, Missy Elliott.
Something fishy is going on.
Reverse it.
Who are you?
AKA Maze.
Now we're gonna introduce our guest, man. We're gonna introduce our guest. It's only right.
Hello, sir. Introduce yourself.
Tell us who you are, man.
Yeah. Mr. Mukokostyle in the house. Yeah, be my guest.
Usher.
I'm here, yeah.
Everyone they said they look like Usher.
Usher.
Boy, what a crazy week, man. What a crazy week, bruv. How's everyone feeling, though? How's everyone doing?
Good, man. The weather was decent this week,
Good.
so I'm happy.
It was cold.
Feeling good.
I'm happy.
It was, bro, I can't lie. It's cold.
It's been cold, but the sun's been shining, so it's been vibes.
It's been hot.
It's been.
That sun was
been
good.
good
Times
vibes.
of the day.
Anytime
Anytime before 3 o'clock, it's
Hey, one mic. Yeah, one mic. Come like
Moderators
Clubhouse,
be
Nah, it's been alright. It's been alright still. It's been alright, yeah.
Oh yeah, for real.
It's been good.
I'm not gonna lie. Inside the house is it felt like I don't know. The sun was shining, but it was cold, man. It was cold still. It was cold.
Yeah.
Boy, this week has been crazy. On that craziness, bro. Who's on Clubhouse on this platform? Who's on Clubhouse?
Not many. I am, but I ain't really.
Alright, listen.
like that.
We need to. Congolese people. I'm not gonna lie. They're my people. I love them. But I think we need to give them a break on Clubhouse still. I think they shouldn't come back until outside is open. Because they were
Doing too
doing
much,
that.
man.
Mad
What
thing.
happened?
A madness. Everything happened on Clubhouse.
Everything happened.
What happens,
Like
innit?
what? What happened?
He gets paid from Clubhouse.
Are you on it that much?
What's your shifts?
Brother, hey, we need a break, man.
It's
We
been
need a break.
It's been a mad one still.
So what is it? What is this? What happens in Clubhouse stays in Clubhouse?
Yeah,
What?
basically.
Nah, it's just been. Do you know what it is? It's like for us Congolese people, yeah. I don't know, man. They're my people again. I love them, but like you give them something good and they just run away with it. Like the true definition of you give people an inch and they take a mile. Like just pure madness, man. Pure madness has been going on. And do you know what the funny thing is in these rooms when there's this arguments going on, there's non-Congolese people jumping on, and obviously it gives a bad representation of who we are. I just like to say, quick disclaimer: what you heard and what you saw, what you witnessed, is not a true representation of Congo and our culture.
happened?
We're lost right now.
I don't even know what happened.
I
don't even know what happened. And I'm on Clubhouse.
What happens on Clubhouse shit stays on Clubhouse.
No.
Just
Why
beef,
are we
man.
talking about it?
Take Miami,
Yeah,
bro.
we're just mentioning it.
Now, do you know what? It's just been a crazy week, innit? It's just been to say like, rah, obviously, I just wanted to say like, you know, my people, man, please, on any platform. Even, didn't you lot see that show? When the show came out from France,
Oh, yeah.
and then like that was a madness, isn't it? What do you not think of that? You
What
think it should have just obviously give people a quick background on what it is. So
The
French,
French one.
yeah, the French one,
French one.
yeah.
Oh no, go on.
No, basically, it's we've only seen snippets of it, but it was basically a girl saying that a guy shouldn't approach her unless he's got like over $1,000, I think. €1,000 or something because it's French. So over €1,000 and stuff like that. And then one of them was saying, if she's leaving the comfort of her parents' home or something like that, you should be able to provide. And if she says that she's not going to work for a month, you should just deal with it basically, because nobody asked you to go and collect her from her parents' house where she had everything.
That's mad.
And so the guys were going nuts.
So what?
Did she have
they were
everything
making less
on-
than 1,000 in France.
It is what it is.
No, she's basically she was basically saying, obviously we don't know the full video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a
That's what I
trailer.
think, yeah.
It's just a trailer, but she was saying, I don't know what's CAF they call. I don't know what's that.
It's CAF. I don't know. I think
it's
like
their benefit money or something. Benefit. Yeah. So yeah, she was saying she gets like 1,500 from benefits. So you should be able to give her more than that.
Yeah.
Because if she gets that from benefit, you should be able to give her more than that. So
and the other one
was also saying,
but you know
what?
Cool.
I didn't know.
On that note, though, I'm just gonna ask the ladies, what are your takes on that? If you're dating a guy that's not bringing that kind of, if you're dating a guy that's not really bringing, I don't know, he's not up like that. He's not on 50k. He's not on 60k. But you're dating him and stuff like that. What's your take on that? Because obviously we only seen a snippet of it, like Unique said. But obviously it would have been nice to see the full episode so that we can make up our mind. But I think the reason why the show decided not to put out the full episode is just there was too much of cyberbullying. You know, the members were threatened. There were obviously people were going after their families and stuff like that. But as women, what are your takes on that?
I would speak briefly. I'll say, I think as girls sometimes we tend to put so much pressure on guys, and I think I've said this, we've touched on this on previous episodes.
Yeah, we
have
still.
It's like we put so much pressure. It's like it's nice for you as a woman to have all these, criteria that you want, blah 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 blah. But for you to then be saying things like, for example, like my guy can't be giving me less than 1,000 a month, or if I decide not to do, it's like, okay, if you're gonna have such high standards, you better have something to show for it as well, because you can't be telling a guy you need to be giving me Gucci this, you need to be giving me 1,000 this, and you don't do anything.
But you're the mother of my kids, innit? So that's the way it's most of the time.
Minus even becoming mother of my kids, minus all of that, me and you in a relationship. Me and you are together. You have these high standards for me. Now, if the roles were reversed and script was flipped, would you be getting mad if I was to tell you you don't do anything, you just sit around all day, you're just lazy, or you should be doing this, you're not providing for me as a woman? How would that make you feel?
Yeah, no, for real.
I just think if you're gonna have such high standards, you better have something to show for it as well.
Yeah, I think I saw a video like that on it was a female speaking celebrity. She was saying she was basically addressing female, saying, how are you expecting so much from a guy and you don't even have half of those things you're expecting? Like, it's mad. How are you saying, she might be waiting for him to take her out of that? No, it's not.
No.
In my opinion, I think it's a bit mad. Like how in this 2021, I think with females sometimes we pick and choose when female lives matter. As in, like, you want to be screaming independence, women this, women that, equality and stuff like that. But then when it comes to money and, providing, who's the provider and stuff like that, you want the guy
they might call you a pick-me.
No, it's not even a pick-me, because listen, I've said this before again. If you haven't seen our previous episodes, you need to go and watch that, because we've touched on this briefly. I'm not denying the fact that, girls do like, I could have £100, yeah? But if I get £100 that's coming from my man, for some reason that one hits different. Nicer, yeah? It feels nicer. Nobody can deny that, right? But for me to start expecting my man to bring, especially in this pandemic anyway, where people are struggling, there is not a lot of people that are earning 50k. There isn't. So for you to have such high expectations, like JK said, you need to have something that you're bringing to the table to be able to say, listen, this is what I'm bringing. If you're going to come, match my energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Match my energy. Or still, I think that if you love somebody anyway, it's, I don't know, we think about material things too much. We think about material things too much. And if you love somebody, it should be, okay, that's fine, I'm on 50k, and, as long as that person is working hard. If you've got a bum, that's a different story. If you've got a guy that just wakes up and, you're going to work here, see you later. Well, he's not doing nothing, do you know what I mean? That's different. But if someone's genuinely going out there trying hard, and you're telling him, that's not enough, and the money that you're getting is from benefits, I think that's mad. You don't even work for what you have. What does your dad have that you're comparing to, what this person should be bringing?
The truth hurts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The truth hurts.
It hurts, but it's reality. And I think we're females, sometimes we're all guilty of that. Yeah, but this is what I want. This is what I want. But, okay, that's fine. what are you bringing to the table? I saw there's this guy. Who's that guy that does the
one
in Suits?
Kevin Samuel.
He basically said something to this girl that called in.
You don't agree with him, yeah?
She's basically a baby mom.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's calling and saying, "Oh, I'm dating this guy. I'm not gonna give him the good until this, that." So he was saying to her, "Okay, that's fine, but you've got like 3 kids. You don't work. Yeah. You don't have nothing going on for you, but you want a high quality man, a high value man. Yeah. He ain't looking for you. He ain't looking your direction. If someone like that looks your direction, it's probably because he wants to play about. Because we also need to understand that what we're asking for from a man, if you're asking for a high quality man, you can't just be any girl. You also have to be a high quality girl.
You agree with what he's like? So you don't agree with Kevin Samuel?
I agree with what he said in that case. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's on Instagram.
Oh.
Kevin Samuel's story.
And I'll also add to
it's
that.
It's controversial though. A lot of people don't really agree with him sometimes.
I mean, I don't agree.
His delivery is a bit mad.
Yeah, his delivery.
I think his delivery is mad.
Sometimes we need that though.
Yeah. True.
Sometimes we need that. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because I don't know.
Yeah, Mimi, what you said?
Yeah, go on.
No, I was just gonna add on to what everyone's been saying, and to say it's like, to an extent, some females have become so dependent on their partners to be what do you call it?
Providers.
To be provide or funding their lifestyles, kind of thing. Funding their lifestyles, because it's like. Or you depend so much, and it's not wrong, because obviously as your partner, they're meant to be helping you where they can and whatnot. But you should be able to do things for yourself, and then that person, like it says, you're both meant to be helpers for one another. So helper means you have something already going, you have a foundation already going, and you're just adding bricks on top. You're both adding bricks on top of each other. So if you have nothing, you have no foundation, you have nothing going for yourself, but then you expect your partner to be this fully well-developed, refurbished house that you just walk into. How is that then fair?
What, from a room to a house? Yeah.
How is that then fair?
What's your views on that? What's your views on that?
My view is mad, bro.
Yeah, what is it?
If you're gonna ask me, drive a Mercedes, what does your dad drive?
Hey, what do you mean, bro?
Excuse me.
My dad might just like to drive a Toyota. You know what I mean?
Nah. If you want that high class in it has to come from your family still. I need to see your family. What's your family life like?
Could be a cab driver.
My dad could be a cab driver, but I don't want to be. I don't. You know.
Yeah, but your dad is a bus driver, and then what? You want a man that drives a Rolls Royce?
That's true.
But what's wrong with that, bro?
What's wrong with that? That's my preference.
Yeah. So
my dad is my mum. My dad was my mum's choice. Now this is me. This is my life.
Well, your life high class. Make your family high class first, innit? If you want to track that.
No, but that's got nothing to do with me. My mum chose my dad. I choose you. I'm allowed to have a different view to what my mum.
All right. So what? So what you saying? What type of would you if you was with a woman like that? What would it like? How would you make sure that you're providing for that kind of woman? Innit? Like how would you? Do you know what I mean? Because you're saying she needs to make sure her family's like that first. But what if her family's not like that, but she's just trying to make sure that she gets a better life? She just wants to come out of that cycle, innit? It's like coming from the blocks or the council flat or whatever. You want to come out of that. No one wants to. Just because I was raised in a council flat doesn't mean that I have to stay in a council flat.
Like uni say, innit?
Yeah.
If you want that type of life, you have to have it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but what if I'm just aspiring to have, you know?
Yeah, aspiring, but what are you doing for it though? You can't just think about someone else to bring it into you. What are you doing it for you? Like for yourself. Like you come into me asking me if I have a Mercedes. What are you bringing?
See, when you say it like that,
Like that.
It's making sense. It's making sense.
That's crazy. I'm finance money.
And you can't be cussing these guys that got houses and you got a room. You know what I mean? Like girls like that. Cool. All right, then.
That's crazy.
What have you got though? I got a house. You got a room. So what kind of life you trying to tell me? You know what I mean? Preach me the Bible. Live the life, innit?
More fire.
You get me?
So what's your take on ladies obviously funding guys and stuff like that, lifestyle and stuff like that? What's your take on that?
Ladies funding guys.
Ladies funding guys.
Ladies funding guys.
Ladies funding guys.
No,
you don't never heard of that? I heard this man out there owing girls money.
Is he my man though?
But he's your man, yeah.
All right then.
And yeah.
Sorry, could you elaborate, please?
I'm just saying, yeah. So you're in a relationship,
Yeah.
and your girl pays for like your car insurance
That's
or.
not funding then.
What do you mean that's not funding?
I'm not funding
You're driving
the
up.
lifestyle. I'm getting in that car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what.
So
no,
if
do
the
you know what? I
relationship
get what
ends,
you
like,
say.
you peas then.
No.
What's your take on that? No.
Boy, to me that's just dead. If you're saying you're funding someone's life, how are you doing it?
Yeah, but I pay for your car insurance, bro.
You pay for my car insurance. You pay for your own car insurance. You don't pay for my car insurance.
But you drive it. You do most of the driving on Monday to Friday, bro.
Oh, so what? I got a license. You ain't got a license.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You need to go and get a license yourself.
What part with the jingle there?
But you don't get where I'm coming from. You don't get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
No.
So you're funding my life.
Yeah.
All right. So that means what? You paid for my license.
Yeah.
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 You fund for my lessons.
Yeah.
So that means what? I'm your chauffeur. Yeah. You're paying me to drive you around.
Boy, this one sounds a bit. I don't know, man. This one. What you're saying? What
Wait,
you're saying?
okay, so we're in a relationship. Let me try and get this right. We're in a relationship, and I, like, for example, pay for your insurance.
Or like your phone. I take out a phone for you on contract.
Hold on. If you take out a
So
phone
I'm just
for me
paying
on
for
contract,
something for you.
example, if you take out a phone for me on contract,
Yeah, I
are
take
you
out a
paying the bills?
Nah, but it's my name.
Could
Though. I
be.
took out the phone for you.
Yeah, it's your name, but you're not paying that name, though, are you?
You're paying the bill then.
Yeah, if I'm paying the bills, you're not paying for it.
Mm.
You're not paying for it.
Okay,
I get
You're
it.
not paying for it.
Plot twist.
So
I suppose it's my credit score though.
yeah,
It's your credit score,
So,
but you
because
can't
if you miss a
claim.
payment,
Okay, now, that's the question. Are you keeping up with your payments? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying for my shit. You know what I mean?
Are you keeping up with your payments?
Nah, yo, I got my own contract. You know.
I
The question is,
Are you keeping up with
Yeah,
the payment?
straight up. Yeah, you gotta keep up with the payment. That's it.
Oh,
Straight up.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so I on that then, yeah. Okay, so if someone's funding your lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So by funding, basically, what Randy
You're my sugar mom, then. Yeah.
No, we're not saying sugar. We're just saying.
Yeah, because if you're funding my life, then your
But I
title
don't
is
think-
my
I don't
sugar
think
mom.
if someone takes
Straight
out,
up. No more than that.
If you take out,
a woman's funding the
If you're funding my life, then you're a sugar mom. Not more than that.
Actually, a sugar mom. You're in a
okay,
relationship.
I don't think funding is the right word.
But why would you claim you're funding someone?
relationship.
We're in a relationship.
In a relationship.
Then you shouldn't be using those type of words, though.
Okay, first of all,
Exactly.
Can I give my opinion?
Yeah,
go
go
on.
I think
ahead.
that first of all, if you're in a relationship with somebody, yeah, I'm assuming that whatever you do in that relationship is out of love.
Yeah.
If we get to the point where it's like we're no longer together now, and you now start claiming things like, yeah, where's that bag that I got you, or where's those shoes that I got you? Give me back that phone. Then what was your intention in the first place? Because personally, my chest won't allow me. Like I'll keep it. It's alright. You know what I'm saying? When you start asking for things like that back, then it's like, what was your intention in the first place? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's me personally, innit? I don't think anybody should be claiming anything back. Just leave it. I think it's just bitter. When people start asking for things back, it's a bit childish. It's childish and it's bitter, you know?
It's like that means you gave
Well,
it
that's
to
like
me.
that one there's a
One of them ones that's just hopeless, isn't it? You know what I mean?
There's no hope.
on the subject of people asking for their stuff back. Shamima Begum is asking for her passport back. What you not saying? Should we let her back? Should we let her back?
Nah.
Let's go around it. She's a British citizen.
Yeah.
For argument's sake, she was groomed. Yeah, she was groomed. She was 15, groomed to go and do whatever she was doing. Now she obviously realised that it was wrong, and she lost 3 kids. Just think about the trauma, everything that she went through. Don't you think she deserves to come back?
I don't know.
But
Do
I
you
think
not think there's a plot twist to it though?
What's the plot
Like, she
twist?
might just have a plan when she comes back. Like
I think we've got to look at it like that. How many lives are you putting at risk by allowing her to come back?
So we're not saying
Now,
stay there.
I understand the trauma, but these are things that, yes, people are saying that she was groomed and stuff like that, and, you know, she was 16 when
15.
she left? 15 when she left. Okay, so...
She's had 3 kids, they're all
and
dead.
I guess these people are quite good at...
They're all dead, yeah.
miscarriages.
So, yeah, so
Nah, some of them
she is a
that
bit
were born
traumatized,
as
but I
babies.
think you've got to look at the
Wait,
bigger
here
picture.
or
What is
over
the
there?
risk? What is the risk
But the thing is,
of
yeah,
allowing her to come back? Is it greater than leaving her there?
But the thing is, she's British though. She was born here.
No, she is British.
Alright, cool. If she was a non Asian person, and she was like a person of a different ethnicity, you know, she wasn't a minority. What would we still be having this conversation?
Listen, I don't know. We can't speak on that because we don't know. But the thing is,
I'm saying, what do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say if we'll be having this conversation or not because you've got to think about it this way. Yeah, like I said, what is the risk of having her back? Is it greater than keeping her there? If the answer is yes, then in that case, I'm assuming that's how they've looked at it.
Yeah.
Another thing is they've probably looked at it as in like, okay, yeah, this is one of them. We're gonna make an example out of this one, so the other girls know that this is what could happen. British or not, if you decide to go and do something that could potentially harm thousands of people, then mate, you've made your bed. You should lay in it. That's literally it.
I'm saying stay there, bro. I don't know. What are you saying, JK?
I don't know, you know, like Unique said, you got to think of what risk she's bringing by coming back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So I'm saying stay there.
Her coming back might cause so much drama because there could be other people waiting to like having in the same situation, waiting to come back. And then if they see her come back, it's gonna be like, okay, what the hell? What about me? Do you know what I mean? And then drama, boom, beef all over. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
We saying come back.
Nah, I say come back, man.
You say come back? You want her to come back?
Yeah. Because she's British, innit? So if you want her to pay for it, let her pay for it here, innit? Why are you leaving it over there? For what?
I said you come back.
Yeah.
I hear that though. I hear that she's a British citizen.
Yeah, she's British.
And you stripped her away from it.
Yeah, she's British, man.
So what are you saying?
No, but basically what they're saying is you kind of revoked that the moment you decided I'm gonna go
and go against
take part in terrorism.
But do you think she actually knew that she was going to take part?
She was 15.
A 15-year-old child, but
come
on.
They might have sugarcoated it.
They probably
did. And you know, her and her friends.
She was groomed. Let's not ignore the fact that she was groomed.
She was definitely groomed.
I don't think she was aware of what she was doing. Man. She's 15 years old. Like, what do you know at 15?
I think if it was down to me, I think it was my responsibility. Stay there, but offer her some kind of security. Because basically
she's secure. She's in a refugee camp.
They're just leaving her for dead.
She's in a refugee camp, innit? Some sort of refugee camp.
Yeah, but is it up to her standards? Do you get it? Like up to are the British taking care of her?
I think leave her there.
But she went up there to go and do a mad thing. Why do we now need
what type of security?
I don't know.
Do you think her intentions were for her to go and join the ISIS or get married to someone in the ISIS? No.
I don't think she was aware of that.
When young girls are trafficked, do you think they have the intentions to, you know, they don't know what they're doing? They're groomed.
The grooming. Let's not forget the fact that she was groomed though. That plays heavy on this situation.
It's crazy.
The grooming thing is heavy. So what we're sending the message that there's a lot.
What was the grounds for their refusal?
I can't remember exactly what they said. They were just basically saying that they don't think it's safe kind of thing, innit? You know what I'm kind of saying. So
I get where they're coming from.
Something along those grounds. Don't quote me. I don't. I'd have to draw for Google to go exactly word for word, but something along those lines, innit? It's a bit mad. I don't know, but we can't ignore the fact that she was groomed.
They can find a way to have this, because there's people who are overseas and they're still allowed to take part in their trials, but she literally doesn't. In the camp where she is, she doesn't have that option.
So do you think it's a setup?
I don't know.
They're telling her to wait for the impossible.
Basically, yeah. Basically, there was something like that. Yeah. Oh, right, you smart girl. Yeah, there was something like that. Still, there was something like that. It was about mad though. I'm not gonna lie. It's grooming. I don't think any of us want to be in that position.
I'm not gonna lie. I want our guests to talk.
Talk to
us.
us.
Don't say it much.
He was saying, come back.
I'm just saying, bring her back, innit? Bring her back. Let's talk to her. You know what I mean?
Let's talk to her.
Let's talk to her.
Look, guys. She went there. She was 15 years old, man. What do you know at 15?
There's a lot of 15-year-olds.
There's a lot of 15-year-olds.
You're a child, though. Let's not.
We're talking about that department, yeah. Like, what do you know about that? Bring her here.
There's a
question
show
her.
on Netflix though.
Go on.
Oh yeah.
Did they what on Netflix about grooming?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, about grooming. It's actually mad. I think everyone should watch it. I'm gonna look for the name.
Is it?
It's a series. Caliph, something like that.
Yeah, I want to check this.
It's really good.
I want to check.
Oh, I think I've seen it, right?
Yeah, we watched it. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's about grooming and stuff like that. It kind of shows you life from their perspective. So I think the kids that are being groomed in it shows you life from like their perspective, and they try to highlight how scary it is for them and stuff like that. So it's quite good.
Yeah, no, wait,
that's mad. Also young as well.
That's a mad situation.
Yeah, because here it says, this is from BBC.
Is that what? Okay.
From BBC.
Go on, lawyer.
It says, in the Bigham case, that means she is at the heart of an imperfect world of her own. In the Bigham case, that means she is at the.
Bacon.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it means that she is at the heart of an imperfect world of her own making. She is stuck with no right to return under the law. But at the same time, her lawyers maintain she can't take part in her own case to have her citizenship returned because of the uniquely dangerous situation she is in. Other people banned from the UK have found a way to take part in appeals from overseas, but the camp she is in won't even let her lawyers visit. And so the highest court in the land says her entire case must now be paused until she can find some way of taking part. And perhaps that will never ever happen.
Wow.
Yeah, that one there's a mad one still.
How scary that is.
It's a mad situation still.
For it to happen, she needs to leave that camp.
Yeah. And she ain't never leaving that camp.
Yeah, because actually to say that, because it says the judge that actually ruled this case, Lord Reed, said the appropriate answer was not to force the government to bring Miss Bigham back to the UK, but to pause her legal fight over citizenship until she is in a safer position to take part in her appeal. He added, that is not a perfect solution, as it is not known how long it may be before that is possible, but there is no perfect solution to a dilemma of the present kind.
Sticky.
So it's a bit of a sticky one.
Wow,
sticky.
It's a bit of a sticky one.
Dead still.
It's a bit of a sticky one.
Are her parents gay in the UK?
And I also heard something about how another reason which contributed to their ruling is the fact that even though she's she's got a British citizenship, because her parents were not born
British.
Yeah. It's something along those lines.
It's kind of peak. So
it's a bit.
So the lesson here is like this red passport thing that everyone runs around saying I'm British. You need to be. It's a loan basically for it's a loan. It's a loan.
There's a reason
if you don't carry yourself well, then you're at risk of losing it, and that's what I'm getting from it.
But there's also a lesson.
It's a loan.
You look after your kids, man. Because you know what, this Califa thing, if you watch it, it was her school teacher,
that groomed her.
It was a teacher. They have inside people. That have groomed. So
that
it was
one
her
was
teacher.
crazy.
A teacher will like.
So check on your kids. Make sure every time your kids come home, if they start moving funny.
I think this thing of parents, just be so open with your kids. Be open and just be honest and real, because certain things that you're hiding away from your kids, they're going to find out about it from someone else outside. And then can you really blame them for not being open to you? Because you haven't given them that chance to be open. Everything is just, you will understand when you're older. Don't ask me why, you will understand when. It's like, if you're going to say no, tell me why you're saying no. And if you're saying yes, tell me why you're saying yes. Like, explain these things. Don't just be, dictate, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But explain. Get into the habit of explaining
Speaking
things.
in tongues, boy.
Because it goes a long way. Because if you're not explaining it to me, someone else on the street is gonna explain it to me, and and then it gets, and this is real, something that goes on between like kids, young people. It's like they feel like, oh, my parents don't tell me this, so then they start to develop and grow this trust for someone outside. Now, can you really blame these kids? Is it really their fault? Even though you can say, yeah, but you should always listen to your parents, but some parents don't give their children that time where they actually sit down and explain things to them.
So you say make time for your kids and have that conversation.
Normalize explaining things. Normalize explaining reasons why you are making the decisions you're making. Because I've seen, and again we touched on this again. I can't remember where I saw this, but this couple went on holiday and they left like their little baby with their grandparents or something, and when they came back from holiday, it's like this little toddler, you're thinking, this kid doesn't understand why you... Yeah. But they actually explained to the kid, oh, we left you with your grandparents because mummy and daddy went on holiday, it was our anniversary and we wanted to celebrate. They explained to the kid. Okay, now, you might think it's just a toddler, doesn't understand anything, but you don't know what that's doing.
Yeah, that's dope.
You don't know what that's doing. It's actually because that kid might be thinking, "Oh, my parents just left me." But when you explain, they're thinking, "Okay, and kids, and it's real energy. Toddlers feel that. Energy, feel it, all them things there. I think.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm gonna ask our guest because I feel like we need to give him a platform to talk. But obviously, I know this might be personal by any means. You don't have to expand on it deeply if you don't want to. Having raised yourself, from a teenage age, having come into a different country, a new country, new environment by yourself, no mum, no dad, how did you manage to raise yourself, to overcome some of these challenges? Because it could have gone. We've seen it a lot. A lot of kids come here, no parents, so they now have this freedom. They don't end up. The story don't end up well. It's either jail. Or they're involved in some kind of they get themselves involved in things that they shouldn't get involved in. But for you, fortunately, it's not kind of been like that. So what kind of helped you stay in the right path? Like how do you deal with emotions? Because obviously, I'm sure you have questions. I'm sure there's things that you go through and you ask why. But how do you manage to overcome these emotions? And how did you manage to keep yourself in this right path for over, I don't know, 17 years going on 20 years? Like, how did you do that?
Yo, I can sit here and talk about it. It's gonna be like a big
we got time.
Story. You know what?
We can do part 1, 2, and 3 like a Congolese theatre.
Well, first of all, it comes from the education you had from home, no matter what age you came from. So once you had that good those foundation education you had from home, that stays with you. Like you mentioned, a kid listens. And then all of that, it plays out all along. So just a quick one though, Mukokostyle. Was you always raised by mum and dad then? Did you always have? Not really, but I had a figure there.
You had a father figure and a mother figure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the difference then.
That's the difference.
So it's important to have that one. Alright, cool. Let me let you carry on.
Yeah. So from that foundation, it takes you all the way along in it. So that will help you to choose good friends and bad friends. It will direct you in the right path. Obviously, we grew up here. We've seen it all, man. From shopmans, from
gangsters,
we've seen it all, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But unfortunately, I had good friends that became my family. You know what I mean? So,
But how did you? Also, you're saying the way in which you managed to stay on the right path was obviously because you had a good mother figure and father figure, even though they weren't your biological parents. They helped you sort of make the right decisions when you were because you lived by yourself. You had that freedom to do whatever it is that you wanted to do, but you decided to do the right thing, right? So you're saying the key thing is, because I got that from Renan and me, right? So the key thing I'm getting here is sending out to parents. It's important, whether single mums or single dads or whatever, just be there for your kids, just in case, even if the relationship between between the mum and the dad doesn't work out, but make sure you are creating a healthy environment where the father can be there for his child and the mum can be there for her child as well, and then together you can involve each other in raising that child. Because if you are preventing your partner, your ex-partner, your baby mum, your baby dad from seeing their child, you are creating a damaged person or a hurt person who then isn't gonna create much, who's gonna then obviously end up, as a result of being hurt, they're gonna look, history repeats itself, they're gonna look elsewhere, they're gonna look outside for that. That's why you have a lot of kids, they look outside for people that inspire them, and that person might be a drug dealer, who then end up sending them country, and to get them involved in nonsense. So parents, man, it does, just because you're not together, just make sure that you're involving each other in raising that children and being transparent, because at the end of the day, both your that child shares both of your DNAs, man. And I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations, man. You done well in raising yourself, there, man.
Appreciate.
Co-parenting, Benelli.
Co-parenting, yeah, co-parenting. That's the word. But then on exactly. Why do some wicked? I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go for.
Fathers.
I'm not gonna go for the. I don't want to really go for the mums.
Baby mums.
But why do some wicked mums use
fathers.
kids as a weapon, man? Like, because the relationship didn't work out between me and you ain't gonna see your child.
I think that's the only way they can get to you. Still, that's the only way.
But what do you need to get a baby? It didn't work out.
Yeah,
I think they just
because they know you have an emotional attachment with your child.
That's the only way.
It's normal.
Yeah.
So she knows that she can't talk to you about her feelings because you probably don't care anymore.
But you move on, innit? Like,
no, but it's not. It's easier said than done, innit? Like.
No, I'm just.
But you know what? Some girls don't move on though.
Yeah. How do you mean?
Ooh,
some girls don't move
good
on.
Good thing
like.
you touched on that.
Some girls don't move on. Like.
Hold on. What do you mean some girls don't move on?
I've got a question for that.
What do you mean? What do you mean some girls don't move on?
Finish your point. Finish.
What do you mean some girls don't move on?
Some girls.
Land.
Let me land in it. Let me land. Some girls will never leave you alone, you know.
Turbulence.
Some girls will never leave you alone. Especially, look, some girls will never leave you alone, especially when they see you're happy, you're living your life.
Okay.
I was just about to say
that.
Yeah. When they see you living your life, like you know, our girls say that living my best life, innit? Yeah. When they see you doing that, especially in working for them, boy, they're not gonna leave you alone, bro.
You reckon girls only move on when they're doing better than you?
Yeah.
Look,
basically.
you'll be that special.
Yeah.
You'll be.
Because I have time to be preying you.
Yeah.
I have all the time in the world to be preying
they'll be preying, yo. You'll be preying. Yeah. Trust me. You gonna be that. What's that guy in the Bible? Moses, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which guy? Which one?
Which one?
There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys in the Bible, brother.
You know that guy that took out those people in Egypt.
You know that guy Moses that built the ark.
Yeah, that's Noah. Yo, that's Noah. Yeah. Yo, you gonna be that special ex, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Special X.
Especially when.
What does that mean? Explain that, man.
Special X, man. There's always one. Yeah. That special X.
In saying that, I'm about to maybe
go on,
go. Some brains right now.
Go on. Yeah,
would you say
yes.
There's that one person?
Yeah.
Who you will always have love for no matter what, and that may not necessarily be the person you're with now.
Ooh.
Scatter.
Something fishy going on.
Yeah. Scatter.
What
do you have to say about that?
Look, I think. I think.
Yeah. What do you think?
Everyone have someone in the past that they never forgot. That person touched something else for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything else, but
you always have a soft place for them, soft spot for them.
That's a problem.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem, but there are people in your life that been in the past that you, even if it didn't work out, you still like yeah. She was alright. He was alright.
It's still like okay, as in like you appreciate the fact that they were a good person.
Yeah.
Because when you start talking about soft spots, when you're in a new relationship, it's a bit mad.
No, you're not gonna talk about it when you.
And adding on to that as well, there was a thing. What do you think about? I heard this on the radio. What do you think about if you're in the new relationship? Do you think your partner must delete old pictures from their previous relationship?
Yes.
Yes. Why are you keeping it?
As memories?
You're mad.
Memories of what?
Of happy times, maybe?
Wait, what?
Wait.
What?
All married, yeah?
What, you wouldn't keep it somewhere like
Do you have a secret memory stick somewhere?
She's chatting shit.
Do you have a secret memory stick?
She's chatting shit.
Hey.
Are you being serious?
That's mad.
Hold on, let me paint a picture, yeah?
She's chatting shit, bro.
You're now in a new relationship, yeah? You're now in a new relationship. And somewhere on your phone, you've got...
Not on your phone, on a memory stick.
Nah, it don't matter.
So what?
You've got pictures of you and this person doing...
You wouldn't keep it?
Why?
Why? For what reason?
What?
Obviously not going to look at it like that, but it's somewhere there.
Somewhere there for what?
She's stirring the pirates.
As soon as we break up, the pictures are gone.
No, you're not obsessed with them. You're just remembering them.
Are you trying to sell it antics?
Because when you're talking about memories, it's not just the happy times that we've shared. It's not just gonna be me and you going to McDonald's, bro. You're gonna think about all them stuff, all them intimate kind of stuff.
Nah,
so what are you talking about?
Right?
Nah,
is everything okay?
Keep
back home?
the photos. Whoa.
You know, like, is man cool?
I think we need a warrant to search a house, find that memory stick.
Keep the photos.
Keep the photos of you and your ex. You know, you're my son, man.
The pictures go with the person.
You're my son, man.
If we break up, bye. The pictures are going to leave.
Why would you?
Goodbye.
Why is this even a conversation, bro? Like, what the?
Are you mad? No, wait.
You know what? It's one of them ones. Let me go search your mum for a minute. Let me go search your mum for a minute.
Yes. Goodbye.
Alright, let me say something. Yeah, can I ask something?
Why? It's man cool.
What? Just a general question. What if they're like printed photos and not on your phone?
Print it up.
Chopping it up and putting it in the bin.
Can always burn it.
There are exes that, because not everybody breaks up in a way where it's toxic or whatever. There are exes that if you see today, you're still gonna say hello, well gone, how you doing? You're right. But keeping photos of your ex, like, it's a bit creepy, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, do you know what? I'm not gonna go through my social media. Obviously, Instagram you have to. But things like Facebook it's a hell of a job, because obviously back in the day we were just posting anything and everything. So sometimes Facebook memory might show you a couple of things that you don't want to see. But at that time, then you delete it, innit? Because obviously you don't want to see it again the year after and the year after that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're my son,
I think
man.
conversations are different because nobody really goes into Facebook Messenger and starts going, all right.
Yeah.
But pictures, I'm sorry. But, wait. In the same picture that you've got pictures of me and you, you've got pictures of you and your ex.
Doing the same thing.
That is? No, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying.
You started this, bro. You
started
this, bro.
You know how mad that is, though.
No, it is mad.
I think at some point, you're gonna. I'm not saying that as soon as we get into the relationship, you have to delete them. For most people, for me personally, if we break up, the pictures are going with you. Yeah. But for some people, it takes a bit of time in it. Like, okay, take your time, but it has to go. It has to go. There's what?
Right, about exes, I've got a question that I ask quite frequently to people. I always say, why must a relationship with an ex always be bad? It always end on bad terms. Why can't it end on good terms?
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't always end on bad terms.
Most of the time it
does, because
I don't chat to my ex, man. Why would I chat to my ex?
It depends on what happened, innit? It depends on what happened.
Maturity.
Them kind of people there, usually it's because one's cheated or it was just a mad one.
You know what? Yeah.
Toxic. What about you? You tell us.
I'm saying separation is not really positive. So good or bad, you're not together no more.
If you separated by mutual consent, you both agreed that we're not going anywhere with this.
It's still bad because you both
did all these years. Agreed that we're not going.
You did all these years, did things together.
We're better off as friends.
You didn't get nothing. You just separate. So it's not really a positive thing.
I'm gonna give you an example.
How do you end with your exes then? You end on the good, on the bad?
I don't care, bro.
Oh.
I don't care.
There has to be some sort of closure somewhere in order to end that you're both on the same level.
I don't really care. If you're behind, you're behind. That's it. I'm moving on.
Do you know?
Yeah.
But then, do you think that's healthy?
No, it's healthy for me because I make my decision.
I've gone.
Why is it?
It's healthy for me. If you're behind, you're behind. That's it.
No, but I'm saying in terms of closure.
Closure?
Yeah.
I think closure is a scam, man.
That closure is
a scam. You don't need closure, man.
Your closure is that we're not together anymore. Done.
No, but I think people probably misunderstand this closure thing. Sometimes closure, it's not to say that we're sitting here and we want to work it out. It's literally just to say, I made up my mind to leave you because I just don't love you anymore. It could be that. It's
by
just
that you mean a reason then?
A reason? You mean...
closure. But the reason might not necessarily be closure.
So is everyone asking...
I might give you a reason, but that doesn't give you closure.
Do you think it's healthy then to ask your ex, why did we break up? In terms of...
You should know why you broke up.
Some people don't, relationships just end, innit? Some people don't know why they broke up. So that obviously you know what to do in your next relationship. Is that what you're saying? Like, ask your ex why.
To be honest, everyone that comes in your life come with a different things in it. So the things that you're doing with your other ex, you're not gonna be doing it with the other person. Everyone comes with a different vibe. So
yeah, for real.
Everyone comes with a different vibe, man. What happened in the past?
No, but I think if you're going to break up with somebody, the least you're going to do is
you need to learn.
Give me a reason.
You're not just going to get up.
Because they're just going to carry that weight into the next relationship.
Give me a reason.
Yeah, if someone tells you, yeah, we're breaking up this.
In your new relationship, how you can change yourself where you went wrong. So then when you go into a new relationship,
but then again, that's what.
Did you want end of relationship review?
I'll come to you.
No, so when you go into the new relationship, you're not really repeating your negative or whatever your bad behavior
filling the form
from before.
What didn't work? Feedback.
Do you know what with that though? I think it could be hit or miss.
Yeah.
I say this because I think with what you're saying that obviously there's certain things that you need to fix or whatever. I think there are certain things that are common that you see that, okay, I was in this relationship, this person said this thing. I've gone into a next relationship, they're saying the same thing. At that point, you need to check yourself. But there are certain things that I say are preferences. Your preference is somebody that cooks every day. Someone else's preference isn't necessarily someone that cooks every day. So it might be the case that you have an issue with somebody that doesn't cook for you every day or somebody that doesn't joke about with you. But you get into a next relationship and someone else appreciates those same characteristics. So I think we have to pay attention to common things that keep coming up, because then there's a real issue, because it's not everybody that's mad. You can't just say that. So if things keep coming up, then there's an issue somewhere and you kind of need to check yourself. But if you notice that this is just a preference, then I don't know what you need to do in it. But yeah, go on.
Well, I just want to touch on something, yeah? Do you know why it's different? Because everyone that comes in your life comes with a different things. People like different things. Example, if I'm with you, you like flowers. Yeah? I've been giving you flowers. And I go to my next one, she don't like flowers. It's already different. She might like restaurants. She don't like it. Some girls, they prefer to come to your house on the first date.
What's wrong with that?
But they call themselves classy. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that?
No. I'm just saying.
Because you just said they're gonna come to your house on the first date, but they call themselves classy.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Basically, you're saying that it's not classy.
No, I'm not saying it's not. Look, all that classy business, whatever. Most of these girls that says that they're not.
Okay.
Yeah, for me.
What is classy?
Yeah, that's They say they're classy, all of that. Most of them they're not.
Okay.
Yeah. In those it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So all I'm saying, every girl's are different, innit? Some gonna like restaurant. Some's gonna come.
On that though, what you just said something very important.
Yeah.
If a girl comes to your house on the first date, is that a bit mad?
No, I'm a grown man, innit? Like I'm a grown man. I don't mind that.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's not mad. What do you mean?
I'm a grown man. I don't mind that, but my issue is door.
Come to your house.
What's she doing at your
My
house?
issue is door. Yeah. You claim something else, but behind doors you're different.
So
what do you mean?
Okay.
No, some girls will come, yeah, man, I'm high class, you know, like, man.
Or do you mean to say some girls move like he's got to work hard to get me? He's got to put in work, but they're doing things like coming back to your house on the first date.
Yeah, things like that. They come to the first day and then you do your thing, blah, 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 boom, boom, they're gone. And then after it's like, yeah, man, high class. Boom. Yeah, no high class, man. Banda.
Pain
is the essence.
You know what I mean? So
boy, me I tell you.
That makes sense.
So that high class, some of them they don't even know the meaning of it. You're telling me you wore Gucci and you're high class.
So what is high class to you?
No, I'm asking them because they claim it high class, innit?
I'm asking you.
Have you had?
What is high class?
Have you had any?
It don't exist for me. It doesn't.
What you mean? Basically, you're saying class doesn't depend on what you wear.
Yeah, it doesn't depend on what you wear, or you go to a restaurant, you take pictures, or you
carry yourself.
It's how you carry yourself. It's your swag, your personality. Do you know what I mean? Like them things there. But you can't say like, you wore Gucci. Yeah, man's class, innit? Oh, okay, cool.
I agree.
2 hours paid. Like
money ain't a measure of success. Money ain't a measure of success.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing, man. Like clothes don't make you classy, innit? You know what I mean? Your personality has to be classy. Yeah.
So basically, for you, you, it's so basically for you, it's more the inside person.
It's an inside person. Some girls will be like, yeah, OnlyFans, yeah, I'm classy.
What's your type?
Like, you want man to pay you drinks, you're classy.
What's your type?
What's my type?
Yeah.
Just be real, innit?
That's not, is that a type?
Yeah, that's my type. Be real.
Physically, what's your type?
Huh?
What's your type?
Physically?
Yeah.
No, I can't say that, man.
You don't have a type, you go for personality.
I go for personality, mate.
Yeah, but you don't. Do you know what? I think I'm sorry, you lying, bro. Because when you meet someone, it's not personality. You see.
No. When you ask me a question, ask me your type physically or
what do you find attractive? What attracts you? What attracts you to a female?
Look, a pretty girl, yeah, with a bunda, smells nice.
You said just be real, innit?
I'm trying to get sound effects for him, but I can't.
Help her out. Hello, team.
Oh, that is funny. So what you say? What's your type, though? What's your type, man?
He said just be real, innit?
Just have a pretty face, innit? Pretty face, pretty body, you know how to dress, and you're not just high class, but you got good
pretty face. So you like a good looking girl?
Yeah.
It don't matter what they look like, light, brown.
I don't mind as long as you can match me, innit?
Match
your energy, yeah?
Match my energy, innit?
What's your energy?
What's my energy?
Do you think you're good vibes?
I'm good vibe, man.
What does that mean?
I'm a calm guy, innit? I'm just calm.
Toxic.
Huh? Well, now. Oh, yeah, that word as well. It's kind
That needs to get taken out of the dictionary because of Congolese people.
Yeah, but you
know
what?
Your vibes could be anything, really.
My vibe could be anything, man. I'm just a cool guy. We talk, we laugh. Like, if you can't catch no jokes,
you're a toxic guy.
Do you think everyone's toxic to some extent?
Yes. Everyone's a Gemini. Everyone's got two faces.
Huh?
Everyone's a Gemini, man.
Everyone's got two faces.
Oh, right, okay.
Everyone's got two faces. Like, even more than two.
Gemini.
Because every time, you're not going to be in the same mood anyway. Every time, you're not going to be in the same mood.
You're not always going to be in the same mood. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you think everybody has toxic traits?
Of course, man. We're human.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Nibs? What do you think?
Do you think everyone's got toxic traits?
I think that someone may have something that you may not like that you may call toxic. Does that make sense?
Well said. Touche.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Boy, that's wise.
You're an interesting guy, still.
You are.
You're an interesting guy. I heard you're baiting the Congolese community and that.
Oh, swear
you're the Congolese usher.
I heard you dance to that rumba.
Yeah.
I heard you're that rumba guy.
Rumba.
Boy. Talking about Congolese people and dancing, what are your views on Congolese people dressing as Aladdin and Nigerians for their traditional wedding?
Aladdin.
Yeah, some of them wear like
that culture. Is that culture appropriation or appreciation? What you lot say?
That's just
appreciation.
You're just
like you're Congolese and you're coming in at your wedding.
Okay, but what's the Congolese culture dressing?
Confusion.
Liputa, innit? Libaya.
Yeah, but then again, you can have a libaya that looks like a
I think it depends on what tribe.
No.
True.
Some literally wear. Oh, what's it called again? Sorry.
As a
Yeah.
What for the traditional wedding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't. That's culture. That's culture. Appropriation.
That's just
because you're just going in there. You don't know the meaning.
Wearing a sari.
You don't know the meaning. You don't know the meaning. Why are you wearing it? Why are you coming in as Aladdin?
Why?
Why you coming in as Aladdin? Why? Why you coming?
It's their culture. That's
coming
what
on
they
the carpet
do.
as well.
And then man wearing the gele. When they were wearing the gele and all of that and all the beads and stuff, you don't even know what it means.
But you know, with Congolese people, we actually do have like traditional wear.
Yeah.
But we got so
we just
many,
choose not to wear it.
But we do have
We do have it.
We do.
But
we
just choose not to
your
wear it.
culture, man. Do you do what in your tribe? Like you know what they wear in your tribe?
Well, they just wear liputa and they wear all these things. What do you call it? Jinga or something like that? Like
Jinga,
yeah.
Jinga.
You wear them things that you dance with it. But you know what? For me, wedding, my culture is suit, mate.
Suit. You say in those cultures you're gonna wear a suit.
That's European,
So what
though,
for your
isn't it?
traditional wedding you're gonna wear a
And
suit?
that European.
Alright, so what? Traditional wedding or white wedding?
I don't really believe in that, that European wearing these things. When they came back home, they didn't find us naked. We're wearing stuff.
Yeah, you weren't wearing suits.
Damn. Okay, Shaka
It's
Zulu.
clothes, innit? It's clothes. It's just a different design, innit?
Alright, Shaka Zulu. So what you not saying? This
I think
I think that needs to stop. I think that needs to stop, man. Congolese people need to stop. Sorry, I'm gonna come to you, Red and Mimi. I just think I'm just gonna put it out there. In your traditional wedding, stop wearing gele and them beads and stop looking like Aladdin. You're Congolese, but you're dressing like an Indian person and an Asian person. For me, that's nonsense. Stop doing that. That's me personally.
I've seen a guy dressed like Aladdin coming on.
I'm not gonna lie. And the bold guys putting in that
Yumbo
filler topic.
That's what it's called.
You
got a mad patch, and then all of a sudden on your wedding day you got a shape up, bro. It's crazy,
and it shines in the light as well.
Then Mimi, what is he telling us, man?
No, I was just gonna say, in all of that being said, I think I don't know if this ties in with it, but culture is killing our people.
What do you mean culture?
Yes. What? Expand, please, expand.
I want to hear what do you mean culture.
I think culture is killing our people to an extent.
What culture though? Which one?
Because that could be.
What's your culture?
Get her a drink. It's on me.
Congo is different. Like, what's
that's
your?
What I'm saying.
What do you mean culture is killing our people?
Whatever culture you relate to, whatever culture.
Why is it killing us?
I would say it's killing our people to the extent where, for example, as we briefly started on last topic, how can I put this? There are some things which were acceptable back then, which are not necessarily acceptable or relevant, or can be applied.
Can we have an example, please?
I'll get there. Or cannot be applied in today's age. If I'm going to say that, like last time when we started briefly touching up on this topic, we spoke about, for example, the moving out issue.
Set us free.
Moving out issue, right?
Yeah.
And we can only speak for the Congolese community because that's what we're part of, and obviously our cultures, depending on what tribe, whatnot. But reality has it that majority of the time, and I'm not saying all, but some, for example, and speaking, I can only speak for the females because I'm a female. Some families don't allow you to move out because culture has it you must move out when you get married.
What?
I think, you know what, I'm not gonna lie. If I speak for our people, I just to back up some of our parents, and I think back home is different because of maybe if finances are tied into it. But if I was to speak here, I think a lot of Congolese parents have sort of adapted to the culture here. Like, you move out for uni, and if I think today, if you had a good job and you bought your house and you said, you know, you're moving out, I don't think a lot of parents will have a problem with that.
No, I'm talking in the sense of that's uni is fine because you're gonna come back after.
Yeah, but even like I said, my second point, if you heard what I said, even if you come back and say, look, because you got to understand, most parents just look out for your best interest. Sometimes what I've learned to understand is you've got to read things between the line, right? So you got to not just take it and say, you got to actually deep what they're saying, because their language is completely, their way of expressing themselves may be different to the way we will express ourselves. Like I said, they will allow you to move out for uni, and then if you came back and say, look, you plan on buying a property and you want to move out when you get your property, I've actually, because I know many parents that have done that, I don't think it would have been, it'll be an issue now. Like, now that they've adopted, they understand some of the system that works here. But I think some parents still want you to go, because there's a lot of things that comes with being independent, especially as men or female. Like, a lot of things that come with being independent. Those who are independent will tell you. We're not just talking about the bills aspect. I think some parents will know you based on how, you know, you need to be mature. I'm not going to lie. In order for you to live by yourself, you need to be mature. And this whole thing about, you learn when you're there in that situation, you can. Like, just, you can adapt to any situation. But I think moving out, you need to have shown some kind of level of maturity. And some people don't even realize how vulnerable they are until they actually move out and start living by themselves. Especially females. Like, I'm not going to lie. Some females, obviously, they move out. And because they were used to being, can I use segregated? maybe or maybe not, because they were used to being kept at home and whatever, and they weren't allowed to do certain things. I'm talking about the community, the Congolese community. Soon as they move out, we can't deny it. Some of them start moving reckless.
That's not their fault, though.
And but listen, but they're not. But this is what I'm saying. That level of maturity comes from. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're a mature person, when you move out, you're not just going to expose yourself to anything and everything. You got to understand, man, them are very wicked. You know, I'll say this out there. Some guys
is that maturity or is that discernment?
But listen, let me land. Some guys are very wicked. I'm talking from a guy's perspective. I can't speak for the ladies. Some guys actually target women that live by themselves. And that is a reality. Some guys actually target. They don't move to no one else because they know you already got you got. Whether we want to agree or not, it's actually a reality. Some guys, they will make it a thing where they target baby mums or they target females that live by themselves. Because to them is, look, if she's already got a child, that means she's already got a house. So if I want to cut you and do my thing, it's easy. I'll do that and drink the Capri Sun and move. Preach. And the same way they will do it with a lady that lives by herself. They want to do that because it's just easy. Because a lot of the times, a guy who just want to cut you and do his thing, obviously he's going to need a space to do that. Guys that live by themselves, obviously they don't care because they're like, alright, cool, come to mine or whatever. We have to, I'm a guy that I look at all aspects of things. But I'm going to tell you out there, there's guys out there that actually just target vulnerable women that live by themselves. Not to say girls, vulnerable women. Even, especially, some would have a category as well, an age. They'll say, yeah, I've got to go for the 35 lot and above. Because you know what? They're 35. Chances are they live by themselves and they've got a crib. I can just go through. But I think some of our parents, let's give them credit.
It's really sad.
No, but it's reality. Whether it's sad or not, it's reality.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, do you know how sad that is that a female's life is measured by a man's capacity to control?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what. No, that's not what I was saying.
Wait, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm saying that's my response.
Yeah.
I think that's insane. Like how you will raise a child, and obviously nobody's saying that.
No. Let me. Can I just interject?
Wait,
because that takes what I'm saying out of context.
No, I'm not talking
She's
about
making
what
her
you
own
said.
point.
I'm making my own point. What you've just said, okay, fair enough. Like guys target people and that. But what Rena Mimi was saying is that, okay, I want to move out. Yeah.
You can. Parents will let you move out.
But the reality is, some females are not allowed to do that, and this is what she's trying to touch on. And a lot of females are not allowed to do that.
I don't know. I don't think this day and age. I know too many females that have moved out.
I think so. I agree. I agree
a lot
with.
A lot of them would have had to move out and make up some next story. A lot of them have moved out like that. I know females who have moved out and they've had to tell their parents, "Oh, I'm going to work in this bit for a while," because they're just sick and tired of being confined or being put, like you said, females will leave and then they become vulnerable. I don't even think that's down to them. People, a lot of parents are raising hypocrites. If I'm at home, the points that we touched on earlier, if I can't speak to you, that's one, right? Two, if you just keep keeping me under your wing, you're not allowing me to learn. Three, you've taught me something, right? Allow me to go and practice that. You're teaching me to have self-control. I won't practice self-control until I'm put in a position that requires me to have self-control. So you keeping like your kids under, because listen, if we want to do dominance, we will do it. This is what I'm saying. I think it's the truth. I think this is what I'm saying. Not to this. When you think but this is what I'm saying. Not to discredit. I'm saying you got to understand their thinking in order for you to understand why they act the way they act. You know what I'm trying to say? But I have to say, I can only speak for my parents. Like, I'm not going to lie. If it was down to them now, and I know for a fact some of my sisters came and said they bought a crib and they're moving out. Yeah, it might be because of that attachment. Because I'm not going to lie, even with my daughter, I might be, because of the attachment, you want to protect them. You might move mad at first, but on the second thought, you'll be like, you know what, why not? Go do your thing. You got a good job. You got a crib. You can look after yourself. Go do that. But I think any parent, I think we can only speak now because we're not parents. But once we become parents, I think a lot of us are going to think twice before we can say to our kids, yeah, go. I think we're only saying that now because we're not parents. I'm not going to lie to you. My missus asked me that the other day, and I'll tell you that now. When it's time for my daughter to move out and she comes and asks me, I'm not gonna just say, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be protective because I want to make sure that once she leaves, it's calm.
Even though I'm gonna check up on her and stuff like that, I think it's just a parent thing. I don't think you can blame them for being.
But
it's just a parent thing.
The point I was making. Let me just clarify a few things. In the point that I made, I wasn't saying let's completely ignore our parents and just rebel and move out of our houses. No.
Yeah.
I was saying yes as parents, and yes, they are wiser than you. There are things that they've been through. They know this life more than you do. Yes. And there are things that you need to listen to them when they are talking, yes. But I'm saying, and obviously I'm not saying if I come to you and tell you I want to move out, you should be like, okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Go. Yeah. But of course, as a parent, you will question to make sure that the decision that I'm about to make is the right one for me. But then sometimes, let's be real, it's not as easy as that. It is not as easy as that. Let's be real. And speaking from a female's perspective, it is not as easy as that. And I completely understand where it comes from.
Free the girls.
I completely understand where it comes from. Yeah. And this is my thing. It's like, and it's not even, this is just speaking from different examples that you see day-to-day life, like, and things like that. It's like, some people actually, for example, when you allow me to move out and go to uni, you don't know what I'm doing in uni.
Yeah.
But then for me to come then tell you that I've probably applied for a council house or something and I'm moving out, it's an issue. Yeah. But when I'm at uni, you don't, or even under uni.
That's where the culture thing comes in, because it's
with that one. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. I think you lot touched on something that was key, and I'm gonna go back to because I'm gonna ask our guest, because we're just here running away with it, and then our guest is just thinking, "Hey, what about me, man?"
Nah, but jump in, man.
Jump in, bro.
There's not gonna be a specific time when they give you the word.
Jump in, bro.
I wanted to say.
I don't talk when people are talking, so I listen.
Such a polite man.
What a respectful man.
No, but I was gonna say though, I think our parents though, their thing is just that they're just scared that I think it's just a conversation thing, and I think from both sides, they've got this idea of what moving out will look like for a female, and you've got this idea of what they think moving out is. I think it's just a conversation thing, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is free advice to anyone that's following me. Trust me, girls, be careful, man. There's guys out there who will just talk. I'm telling you this for free. As much as you want to disagree and say this, there's guys out there who are actually targeting single mums, and especially some of them would even say if she's got 2 kids and above, she's definitely tired, so I'm definitely gonna go there. And then I know she's got some Capri Sun and some yogurt in the fridge, so I'm gonna go there, do my thing, and I'm gonna make that my place. Trust me, there's guys out there that do that. And then there's also guys out there who just want to target.
Yo, man's got a yard in North, you know.
Do you know what I mean? They just want to target girls that live by themselves, and because they just want to, they know that they just want to come cut you. I'm sorry, man. I'm probably letting out the secret, but it is reality. So, ladies, you need to be careful. You need to check his intentions maybe 10 times before you can make sure that you're letting him in. Do you know what I mean? Because some guys are homeless, bro. I'm telling you, some guys are homeless. So because they're homeless, they want to find a quick shortcut. So they're gonna find a baby mum because they know she's got a spare room somewhere, or you know what I mean. They're just gonna find a baby mum, jump on there, or they're gonna find a girl that lives by herself and then squat and start doing things like, you know. And the guys are so smart; they're moving gradually. Leave one pair of trainer there, one pair of jeans. Every time they come, next thing is a t-shirt. Before you know it, the guy's got a whole suitcase there, bro. So this is what I'm saying. When sometimes parents, they know these things. So they when they're like, nah, they don't want you to go out and become a victim of that. So, but I think there are obviously some responsible women that can move out and obviously hold their own. I think I think it's a conversation thing. Just have a conversation with your parent and just gradually tell them, nah, man, I'm ready to move out. I want to go do my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, we have to accept. Look, we're from where we're from.
I genuinely think, you're actually just talking from a man's perspective.
But I can only speak from a man's perspective. I can't speak for ladies.
Let us speak on it then, because it's actually a girl's thing. Because girls are the ones that struggle with this thing. It's not just a conversation thing. This is what she's saying about culture is killing our people.
I don't want you to say that.
No, but look, guys, let me clarify.
Someone will tell you she's basically talking about people that will tell you you can't move out because in our culture, girls.
I'm not saying, and
I'm saying that's wrong.
Saying culture is killing our people. I'm not saying let's forget our culture. Let's just be wild and run free. No, culture is a beautiful thing, and it should be embraced. Yes, I'm all for it. But why I'm saying, and I said, culture is killing us to an extent.
Yeah.
In certain aspects of our lives.
Certain things we need to move on from. Yeah, definitely.
In certain aspects of our lives, culture is killing us because we are not wanting to move on
to adapt,
and to grow and to adapt to the evolving times. Yeah. When I mean adapting to the evolving times, I'm not saying pick up all the bad. I'm saying pick up the good in what's evolving. Yeah. Because everything that's evolving is not good. Yeah. Let's pick the good in what's evolving, and for me, and I'm not trying to sit here and blame parents to say parents are, I'm not blaming parents because at the end of the day you could raise your kids to like to the full of your ability and whatever, but at the end of the day they're their own human, they have their own mind, they go out there, they make their own decisions at the end of the day. So what I'm saying is, and I completely understand it's not easy for them either. I'm speaking from both perspectives here. It's not easy for the parents either because this is 50, 60 years of all they've known that they're now having to adapt to. And it's not easy. Having lived back home for 50, 60 years and then coming to the UK, having to adapt to this new Western world, it's not an easy thing. And they cannot exactly let go of all that they've known as easy as we can who have grown up here in the Western world. Yeah. It's not that easy. I completely understand that. Yeah. But my thing is, sometimes, how can I put this? Sometimes when you try to
evolve.
But sometimes when you try to evolve or try to voice what is of recent times, of recent evolving times, it's almost like shut up. Yeah. Shut up. But it's
I agree. I'm never gonna lie to you.
But it's like
with you, and I'm actually for the ladies. You know, nowadays we're seeing more independent ladies, more ladies in higher places doing big things, and I'm for that. And I'm for women voicing themselves in this society and how they feel, and women going for the things that they want. This is what I'm saying. These things are only going to happen and get better once we start having these uncomfortable conversations. Even though we know it's going to be uncomfortable to have with our parents because of where they come from, because of their perception of things. But in order for us to know where we're going, we have to also look at where we're coming from, where we're at now, and to look at where we're going. So these conversations, I'm not going to lie to you, they're not going to be nice. And more time they might end up in an argument and this and that. But at the end of it, you're gonna. It's freedom. It's freedom, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? When you look at history, freedom took some. It just took a fight. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that we're in a place where women now can voice their opinions and they want to go for independency and stuff like that. But I think some parents are open to it. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of parents that some women are just happy staying at home because they want to save money or whatever. They want to wait for the best outcome. And some women are independent and they're, no, forget this. I want to go. I want to buy my property. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And especially, there are some smart women that I know that went for the council option and then did the right to buy, and they now own their properties. So I am for women going out and doing their thing. But I'm just saying, like in terms of just have those difficult conversations, man. It may be uncomfortable. And just fight if you have to fight, cry if you have to cry. But at the end of the day, make up, and everyone's happy. You get what you want. They understand where you're coming from, and everyone will be happy in the end. Do you know what I mean? That's my view on it. Do you know what I mean? And I hear you, and I just want to say, free the girls, man. Free the girls' parents. Botika bana babi, my man. Free the ladies. But like I said, there are some ladies who just can't wait to move out to go and dirty one and do a mad thing. Those ones are the ones that some of the parents are just like, no, I know you. And some parents can see that. They just won't tell you. They can just see that they know you're going to move mad because they know your character. Whether we want to accept it or not. Some parents know. They're like, the way I see you, I just know you move mad. And even with boys, some parents know that their boys move mad. They know that this boy is a doing bar, mate. He's a dirty youth. But they just, do you know what I mean? So sometimes parents are just...
for that conversation, though.
What do you mean?
They're not trying to talk about the boys, though.
Some parents do. Some parents do, man.
Very few.
Nah, some parents do. They tell them like.
Very few.
Like
this is the conversation that they have with boys. Listen, you're a big man now. Yeah. Obviously, it's it's a big world, and The conversation they have with girls. You think you can even speak?
Man,
it's uncomfortable.
You want to get pregnant? You want to get pregnant? Is this what? Why?
Because of where they come from. Because of where they come from. You can't say please. That's where they come from, though.
No, but this is what we're saying about times are evolving. It's not every girl.
Yeah, but you can't say it's killing them because that's where they come from.
This is the thing, though. It is because listen. Yeah. There's people who people who are some families are actually toxic. Some families,
I know.
Some parents, some families are actually toxic, and this is why I will never agree with the saying of, "Do you think your sibling can actually want any harm for you?" Yes, they can. Do you think your parent will want anything bad for you? Yes, they can. Why? Because my parent is human, my brother's human, my sister's human. So it doesn't exclude the fact that because we're born from the same mum, that one day you won't wake up and feel hate for me or feel jealousy or anything like that for no reason. These things are real and these things are happening. And this is why I'm saying, stop raising toxic children, stop suppressing them, keeping them in the house. If I've come to you and I've said, listen, I want to move out because this is what I feel, blah, blah, blah. You have no reason, I don't think, to tell me, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. Because at that point then, all you're doing is raising a hypocrite. Because what you want, allow me to do freely, I will do it behind your back. Under your roof, which is even more disrespectful. So when children come to you, try to understand. And at some point, parents have to be willing to say, do you know what? I told you. Do your thing. Let me learn.
Yeah,
you
but
you will want the best for your child.
I think you can only have this conversation once you're kind of like a parent, because
I know, okay,
as much as we're saying this
is the thing as well. I don't like.
I'm not gonna lie.
You don't understand because you're not a parent.
No. I'm not a parent. I agree with you, but I'm saying.
I'm not a parent, but I'm a child.
No, but listen,
I'm speaking from a
the reason why I say this, it's only to one thing that you said. Or sometimes you have to let kids go, and no parent want that if bit. Trust me. No parent wants to even risk it to the point where to say, "Oh, if I fail, then it's because it's at the end of the day, it's not going to be on you. It's going to reflect all of us."
Do you know what
I'm saying? So you got to always see both parties.
I'm not saying,
you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said
I completely respect parents and that. Yeah, I respect them. But I'm the same way we can talk about parents and stuff. Yes, I don't have children. Yes, I'm not a parent. Yes, I'm not this and I'm not.
No, I'm only saying that to that particular
and
part.
Those parents
I'm only saying that to that particular.
First, and this is what I'm trying to say. If those parents also grew up in a suppressed environment where they weren't able to speak, they were children first before they were parents. So yes, I can speak for children to say that, listen, you are raising toxic children. I like mentally, imagine saying, listen, I want to move out because I want my freedom. Because sometimes I'll speak for myself. I come from a busy household, There's a lot of people in my house and stuff like that. There's certain things that you want to do sometimes. Sometimes you want silence. Sometimes you want your time. Sometimes you want to just be able to think about your own things. And, like, you start, let's say, if you wanted to do makeup, for example, I wanted to do makeup at one point, You can't go certain places because it's too late. What if that was the gig of my life? What if that was the gig that was going to make me blow? I can't go because, it's 11 o'clock. What's the alternative? We're not given alternatives. We're just told, no, you can't move out. Okay, so now I'm sitting at home thinking, okay, well, makeup's not going to work. So this is that. But I want to do makeup. I want to be out there and I want to spread my wings. But you're not allowing me because what?
Yeah, but what? But are you allowed to? Was you ever allowed to go clubbing, or go out and come back late?
Not without giving a PowerPoint.
So you're telling me you can never
without giving a PowerPoint presentation.
Alright, so this sounds like a conversation that you need to sit down and have with your family members. No, but it sounds personal.
Stop dismissing it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's not a personal thing. This is reality. I'm speaking for.
No, do you know what I said? Do you know what I say? Do you know what? I hear you.
It's not even my problem because I moved past that. But I'm trying to say to you that this is the reality that we cannot ignore.
I hear you, but there's also girls out there. There's also girls out there that can freely go out and freely do their thing. There's girls out there that can do that. Yeah. But
trust me, majority. Yes. Yeah. Of I can only speak for Congolese girls. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get what I'm getting at? Because you can't say majority because that's what I'm saying. So just narrow it down like that because I know what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying that because I know girls that can freely go out and do whatever they're doing.
I'm talking about people.
So you're talking about
our culture. I'm not talking about other people.
Because when you're saying ours, maybe some people might look at it like African culture or whatever it is.
No, cool. I'm talking about. I can only speak on my own experience, on my own people that I know of. Just not to make it too personal. I'm just saying that there are actually girls out there, and the issue is what you've just done without even knowing it, dismissing.
I haven't dismissed it. I've made it clear as where I wanted to. I haven't dismissed.
So I got a question. I
haven't dismissed it. I made it clear as to which point I wanted to comment.
No,
because I made it clear as to which point of your statement I wanted to comment on, and I made it clear that I was not dismissing you, and I said I agree with you. But I'm saying this sounds like, and I said this sounds like an uncomfortable conversation that you're going to have, and it's going to be a difficult conversation. But and I said it again, in order for us to look at where we're going, we got to look at where we come from and where we're at. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to understand.
Yeah, but the
do you know
fact
what I'm saying?
that we're having this conversation, it means that it's still going on. So certain people aren't looking at where we came from, where we're at now, and where we're going.
And let's keep having those conversations, and we'll get somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
So these girls, what generation are they? How old are they?
What do you mean?
They're just girls, innit? I think they're just girls. I think they're just
females that are living at their parents'
yeah,
house.
female.
I think you guys probably took this too like.
No. I'm just asking a question. As an example, but I'm asking a question. These girls, how old are they?
We're sharing. Yeah, we're sharing. We get.
But I don't think we still have this issue now. Like
we do.
Like not like how it used to be.
Do you know
before.
what? I get what Coparenting is.
We don't really have that issue.
I'm talking
no
for people
like,
my age. I know a lot of girls my age that are moving out and buying.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question. That's why I asked the question. You know like how old? Because my generation, most of the females I know,
live by themselves.
Live by themselves. You know what I mean? No, some still living in their rooms, but some.
You keep saying this, bro.
So I'm.
Right, sorry, mate.
Living in their rooms.
Yeah, so my generation, most of them are out there, innit?
Yeah, but ask them what the battle was to get to where they are now. Because
they're still out there anyway.
You can't cut out any stages. You lot can't start talking about parents without talking about children, because those parents were once children. So you can't start talking about girls who are.
Do you know what I tell you?
Who have bought their.
Do you know what I want to tell? Let me tell you something.
You see what the process was.
You see our generations, yeah.
No, your generation was once.
No, wait. Yeah. What I'm saying now, yeah. Do you know that us?
Yeah.
We are going to be overprotected for what we know now.
So you want to suppress your child?
No. I'm not talking about that, man. I'm not. Look, my child, we're gonna have a conversation. Because I've lived it, I know it. Our parents have not seen what we have seen. Not all of it, because what we live, what we live in now, what we live in now. Our parents are not on the internet.
Yeah.
Our parents are not going clubs.
What they did?
No, not that type of club, man.
I think just to add on to what you were saying, I think these things, there's nothing new under the sun. These things were going on. They just didn't have phones and Instagram back then. That's it.
It's different now. It's
just more published on social media now.
It's different now. They went clubbing back home. Clubbing back home is not really the same as here.
Listen, the things that we're doing now.
It's changed. Even back home, it's changed now.
Let me ask you something.
There was clubbing.
There was clubbing, but it was not like here.
I hear you. So how do you suggest? So the ladies at the back then, because there's a lot of ladies at the back. So what are you saying to the women watching? What is the solution to those who want to move out, to those who want their freedom, to those who just want to go and live their best life and away from their parents? What is the solution then?
The solution is, I'll say, not even to the ladies out there, because clearly we have no control over what happens.
No, to a young girl that's listening to you now.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. And the parent,
this is more to the parents.
Or that might play it to their parents.
This is more to the parents.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm basically saying, like Renamimi said before, have the conversation. Moving out, you have to trust that you've raised your child well enough for her to not just go out there and scatter everything. You have to trust that. And at some point, you have to loosen up the leash and say, okay, cool, go and play there. Fine, you've let me move out to uni. I came back home, didn't I? I'm in one piece, aren't I? Some people can't do that, but you have to trust that your child has. Your child went to uni and came back, not pregnant, not any of that. I came home. Do you know what I mean? In one piece. You have to trust that.
Hey, there's
certain things that you can't control. Not saying that anybody that went out there and got pregnant, it defines the rest of your life. But it's, people make mistakes and it happens. You learn, you move on.
But it's not just always about pregnancy, though.
No, I know it's not, but I'm just giving an example. Yeah? Because that's the worst. When parents say a girl's moving out, trust me, they think that every day there's ding dong, guys coming. That's in their head. And they don't hide it, they say it. You won't know this because I don't think they have this conversation with you. But with girls, it's that. Oh, a guy won't respect you. A guy won't do this. Listen, if a guy's going to disrespect me, he's going to disrespect me anyway. So it doesn't matter if I'm living by myself, that means he's going to disrespect me. It's all down to me. And what kind of education, like you said, Mukokostyle before, the upbringing that I've had. I went to uni, and I was still scared to go clubbing at 10 o'clock because of the upbringing that I had. My friends are leaving at 10 o'clock and it feels funny to me because 10 o'clock, you're in your house getting ready for bed. So for a good few months, it was difficult for me to go out after 10 o'clock. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to trust that, listen, I've done my best because, like we said, we can't blame parents because as parents, they do the best that they can. But you can't be everywhere. Do you know what I mean? The thing that you're fearing the most, I've probably already done anyway. You don't know that. You just have to trust God at this point. And just know that, you know what, I did my best. I tried. Yeah? If you're telling me that, in this case then, I'll speak to the young ladies and stuff. If you're going to go and present your case to the higher court to say, listen, I want to move out, make sure that you have your things together to say, okay, I can afford it. The reason for me moving out is, listen, I need my space. I feel like I feel like I can take care of myself. Allow me to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done you proud. Most of us, majority of us, all our lives up to when you finish university, you've lived for your parents. After that, you start now thinking, okay, what can I do for myself? I've gone, my parents have come here, they've worked hard, I've gone to uni, I've done all of that. I've made you proud. You didn't come here in vain, right? Now, that's not to say that after all of that is accomplished, you can now go and do whatever you want to do to just ruin the whole thing. But
I'm glad you say that.
There's trust that we need to think of. Trust and responsibility as well. Like Rana Mimi said last time, if you're not responsible, then it's not wise to say, I want to move out. Do you know what I mean?
Fairs.
And I'm sure before you have this conversation with your parents, it also shows the level of maturity that you have. When you have that level of maturity,
Sorry, you keep moving the mic to your head.
When you have that level of maturity, you'll begin to have them serious conversations, which are very, very uncomfortable. And it's okay to have them serious, uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
What's it called? Serious,
uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable conversations because it makes the relationships stronger. And also they'll be able to see that, okay, this girl's actually serious. She can come with, facts and tell me this and that and this. I think she's ready to move. I think she's ready to leave the nest now.
Fairs, you know what? This is what I'm saying the whole time. I'm saying, go and chat to your parents. I'm saying, go and talk to them. Go and say what it is that you're going through, and to it's all that. It's all communication basically. When I'm saying conversation, it's communication, and with communication, we got to understand that sometimes you're not always going to be in agreement. Do you know what I mean? But I think in order to move forward, just keep talking. I mean, I think it's up and down, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Some days, some relationship with parents, some days are great, some days are bad. I don't just think with parents, relationship with anyone. Some days are good, some days are bad. But at the end of the day, you work on getting it better. So I'm saying to the young ladies watching us, I'm just saying, look, I'm an advocate for that. Once you're ready, you have your good job and you have everything ready for you, by all means go out there. But I'm just saying be careful, because I'm only speaking to the young ladies because there might be one that's going out. Someone just, like Unique said, she might want to move out because she want to go pursue a career. She just needs a space. Good, great. But there's also someone out there who wants to move out because they just want to go do a mad thing. If you're that person, then you need to rethink why is it that you really want to move out. And that goes for boys as well. You know what I'm saying? Even some guys will move out and then they can't afford things, they can't pay for things, they start getting in debt, and then reach out to their parents again, and their parents have to come and rescue them. So why did you move out in the first place? You was better off staying in your parents' yard, and then you know what I mean. When you think you're man enough to move out, not just to target the ladies. When you think you're man enough, then move out. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mistakes need to happen in order for growth to happen.
Fair enough, but you know what? Sometimes if you can prevent it, then you know what I mean. Like, cause look how many people today are able to buy properties because whilst they were in their parents' yard, they were able to put money aside. But some people are just going out in the wild with no game plan, with no nothing. Have a game plan. That's what I'm saying. In this jungle, have a game plan. Know how you're going to survive. Have a plan on how you're going to survive. Don't just go out there and hoping that, yeah, I'm going to be independent and I'm going to learn. No, that's not how it goes. You can't just get into a boxing ring, and say, yeah, I'm going to get knocked out and when I get back up. No, you go out there because you have a game plan. You're going to fight. You're going to have a game plan. You're going to know how you're going to fight against your enemy and stuff like that. And getting knocked out and learning is the last result. Like, oh, do you know what? If I get knocked out, then it is what it is, but I'm going out there to win. It's a jungle out there. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know, Coco-style, man.
Girls, just have that conversation with your parent and make sure you have everything in place to explain to them. So just have that conversation. It's not really a problem.
Prepare a case study.
Just prepare yourself, innit? Because they're going to ask you questions. Why are you moving out?
The presentation.
What? How much have you saved and things like that. So just have it ready.
I also think, do you know, when parents are asking you, like, as you said, you have to prepare certain things to bring to your parent to present it. As soon as if your parents ask you a question and you're like, already you're creating doubt.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, if you can't even answer that, so what makes you think they probably don't think you're mature enough because you can't even bring, you know, valuable point to them, and you're basically just there doubting yourself already. So it all comes down to maturity. Your parents will see it before you. You might think you're mature, but then your parents are just looking after you. Like, they want you to save money instead of you going out there and renting again. Yeah. And just spending more. Whereas, like, if you stay in your parents' house, you can save and buy your own property. So then they're basically just looking out for you. Yeah. So I don't see having that conversation. It's just about having that conversation. You know, just sit down and talk about it. Word. It's not gonna go your way the first time around. So you just have to give them time and then come back.
Or it might, it might even go your way the first time.
Yeah. So just if it doesn't go your way the first time. Yeah. Take time and then come back again and be like, okay, can we talk about it again? Yeah. Can we have this conversation? It's not about like, and then also where people tend to go wrong as well, like you bring your conversation and you don't want to hear what your parents has to say. You just want them to hear what you have to say. So yeah, just sit down and have a conversation and come into an agreement, I guess.
JK?
I'll pretty much I'm just gonna pretty much repeat what everyone said already. Have the conversation. Already know what you're gonna say. Have it planned out, because a lot of the times when these conversations are had, it's like people sit there, listen to what their parents have to say, and then just sort of nod their heads to it without any response. Whereas if you respond to them, and actually know what you're saying, then you're not necessarily challenging, but you're showing them that, okay, I know what I want, I know what I'm talking about, I can be trusted with this. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just have the conversations and know what you're gonna say, to be honest.
For real. So jungle out there, man. Rena Mimi, you came with all of this, man. So what's your advice to the parents and the young ladies?
I'll just say, minus moving out was just an example, but there's so many other things as well. But in general, just with everything, me saying culture is killing us, I again said to an extent, because times are evolving, things are evolving, and so on. And I'm not saying because the world we shouldn't conform to the world, yes, but what I'm saying is why there's sometimes all these questions and why there's sometimes all these things. It's like there's never explanations. There's always
don't do it.
There's always answers, but there's never explanations. There's answers without explanations, and it's almost like then that means you're being forced to go and look for that explanation by yourself. So I think if we start, it's nice to have conversations, but some conversations don't always end with explanations. You get answers, but you don't. The answers are not explained as to how. You don't show me your working out. You just give me the answer. But I would like to be, because me anyway. Speaking for myself, I'm a type of person where I like to look in depth. I like to know the whys. I like to know the hows. I like to know the how did we get here. Because when you're telling me it's culture, for me it's like, okay, like I've been thinking about this culture thing. It's like, okay, it's culture, yes, but you're going based on what someone has told you. Where are the facts? Show me the facts. What are the facts?
Wow.
What are the facts to say that this is what we've been doing, this is what your grandparents were doing, this is what your thingy were doing? But where did this come from? You're just doing, it's just word of mouth. It's just been word of mouth. Whereas if, for example, we're related to if we can go to the Bible, facts are there. This is what the Bible says, blah, 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 blah. We can relate it. You can point me to where it says it in the Bible. But with culture, I just think sometimes it is used to abuse certain things, and it is just word of mouth. It is just gone down from generation to generation because it seemed like the normal thing to do. It seemed like the right thing to do. But my thing is, just explain to me. And when I'm asking questions, I'm not trying to be rude, or I'm not trying to disrespect, or I'm not trying to say that I know more than you. I'm genuinely just asking why. I'm just speaking in general anyway. It's not a personal issue. If anyone
dialogue.
thinks it's a personal,
so we need to learn how to dialogue.
How to communicate. And this is what was said in the last episode. It's a communication issue. How we communicate certain things. And I understand language can be a barrier sometimes as well. Because sometimes the children express themselves better in English, but the parents don't exactly understand English to that high level. Which is sometimes... It may come across as if I say something, it sounds rude, but it wasn't rude.
So what? You can't talk to them in Lingala, yeah?
Gotcha. No, but you gotta be real. There's certain kids who are born here, for example, that don't speak Lingala. They express themselves better in English. So I just think, I think explanation is a key one. And
dialogue, man. Talk.
And explanation is a key one. And some things is just tell me why, and don't be. You understand when you get there, but
that one is bad. That one is bad.
You understand when you get there, or when you get there, but no, like just tell me now. If you're trying to prevent me falling into that mistake, why don't you warn me right here, right now? Tell me why I can't go there. Don't just tell me don't turn left there, but why?
Why? Yeah.
Tell me there's a hole there and you will drop. Don't just again, just going back to explanation really.
No, I hear you, man. That's you made some real good, valid points there. And you know what? I think obviously, Nivs, you said something already. You said something already, innit? Yeah. So I think we're gonna have to wrap this one up. It's been a deep one. I think obviously what we're trying to do here is just let the past generation, and it just basically bring together the generation of our fathers and our generation right now to just come together and to have an understanding, to understand that like things that may have happened in your time, things have changed now. So hear us out. We might want to do things a certain way. It doesn't necessarily mean because back in your time it wasn't happening, that means it shouldn't happen now. So just dialogue, have a conversation with your kids. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw a podcast the other day where a father was talking to his son who was at the time, back in the days, he was a gang member. And this father was speaking on how he felt each time his son was out there. Do you know what I mean? What it felt like as a father. But to be able to have him sit down with his son on a platform to share what he felt like, and it was real inspiring for the younger generation. And just having that conversation alone is proof that communication and dialogue can help you heal. Do you know what I mean? So culture, in a way, is killing certain people, is preventing certain people from achieving certain things, because in the name of culture, some people don't want to go further and do this and that because, in our culture, we don't do this. No. Let's appreciate culture where we are. Let's appreciate it, and let's take what we can from it and bring it together with ours. And then, take it from there. Cocostyle, we want to thank you for jumping on, man. Do you know what I mean? And I think one day we're going to do a French and Lingala special. So thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a real one. Yeah, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a special one. Like always, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for another one, man. Again, remember you can hit us up on the DMs and let us know if there's anything in particular that you'd like us to touch on. And I think we might do it. What you lot saying? You lot gonna do it like a French and Lingala special one day?
Hopefully, French.
I think
hopefully.
Yeah, listen. If you lot are down, obviously, I think end of March we might do like a French special and Lingala special for our people across the borders. Yeah, for now, Google Translate, and then we'll see you then. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.